Hi everyone, Denise Hahn here for Graphic 45, and today I'm going to share with you a really easy project to make. If you're having holiday parties, I think it's a great thing to do a craft at a party. Everybody really enjoys doing it, and let's face it, if you're crafty, a lot of your friends are expecting it. So the project I'm sharing with you is a simple cone ornament, a tussy-mussy Victorian cone, whatever you want to call it. I call this a scalable project, meaning you can keep it really simple for kids, preteens, teens, or you can make it really elaborate and add a lot of goodies to it. So you can, do it either way. So I think it's a great project to at least have a jumping off point. So we're going to go over to my desk, my messy desk, and have some fun. I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so are you guys ready to make some holiday ornament cones? I'm letting you see my desk. Normally I wouldn't do this. So this is like a peek behind the scenes. So yeah, this is normally what my space looks like when I'm crafting. I'm just a messy crafter. It is what it is. I can't help it. So normally though, when I'm shooting videos, I do this. See? All that mess is gone. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so anyway, we're going to start with our easy craft today that we can make, like I said, easy or hard. The first easiest step is to go ahead and just get a stack of 6x6 pattern solid Graphic 45 paper, already cut to size, ready to go. If you don't want to, you can always take your 12x12 and pre-cut it in 6x6 squares. So let's start with the easy one first. You could, of course, just if you wanted to, make a cone. Yeah, it's not that hard, but come on, let's add a little more flair to it. I like to use my Fisker's punches, and this is like one of my all-time favorites, this little scallop. I dig this punch. But then I found out about this thing. Have you guys seen this? You can swap out the cartridges. All you have to do is go like that, pop a different one in, voila. But I like this scallop, so we're going to practice with the scallop. So first things first, we're going to punch out the top and bottom corner edge, whatever. Now you can see on my punch, I've made a little line, and that's essentially where the pattern starts. And I found that with this punch, to go around the corner, the best thing to do is to go 2 notches past the line. So I'm going to go ahead and go 2 notches past the line and punch it. All right, let's do this super speed. Okay, very important. Push aside all this dust. Why? Because later when you get out your tape, it'll just attract all of that and you'll have all kinds of stuff on your tape. So you'll see the way I worked it out is so that I have a little notch there. Sometimes you can make it work out where there is no notch, and you can do one of two things. You can either kind of cut in your own design there and finish it, or you can just go straight up like I do and just make it come to a little point like that. Easy, right? Right. Okay, so the next part, when making your cones, sometimes cones, they can fight you. So I try to just like bend it until there's a little fold right there. And then I bring the other side over and I just crank it down tight until I'm kind of happy with getting like a nice point there. See how I did that? Okay. So that's just kind of training the paper to go the way I want it to go. And now I'm going to add my adhesive. So I like to do it on the outside flap, so that is this edge. Now you can use a tape runner, but I recommend using like a high-tack double-sided tape, like score tape, or I believe this is score tape, or that, red double-sided tape, it's red on one side. You know the one I'm talking about. Okay. Perfect. Peel that off. And now your cone's kind of already cooperating with you. So it's really easy to just like tack it down and wrap the corner around. I've made a lot of these, and I used to get kind of paranoid about the tip not being perfect, but really when it's up on the tray and decorated, you don't even notice. So don't worry about it if it's not perfect. Okay. Now I'll give it a little press, and I have my lovely little cone. So grab your hole punch or your crocodile. Yes, my dogs ate the handle off my crocodile. Yeah. They've gotten into a couple of my craft supplies. It happens. Okay, so punch, 2 holes. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to measure. You don't have to. And then I've been using seam binding. You can use, whatever you like. I, prefer something inexpensive. And I pull off like at probably about 18 inches, cutting it at a point to make it easy. And I'm going to run it through one side. And we'll just speed this up because this part's boring. Okay, so now you kind of have to judge where you want it to hang. I usually like it to hang a couple inches above the tip. Depending on how I'm decorating my tree, sometimes I might want it longer. So I'm going to go kind of short on this one, about right there. And then what I do is I just do a little pinch of my ribbon. And I kind of pull it through a little bit farther, and you can see where it's, been pinched right there. That's how I know where I'm going to drop my next knot. Just like that. And then trim this so it matches the other end. But wait, there's more. Okay, so here's my filling, and all I did was put some music sheet paper through my, what is that called? Shredder. And sometimes I'll put like sprinkles or color or stuff on them. I think this has just a tiny bit of mist on it. You can't really see it very well though on the camera. And then I do one sheet at a time, and I put it in a ball, and then I put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I always have them. And you could do these ahead of time, but to be honest, kids crafting like to do this type of busy work, so keep them busy. And then you're just going to put your little ball in there. And you could, fill it up with candy or put some decorations in it. I'll show you some samples later. And then what you can do is you can either go to your 12 Days of Christmas stickers or your chippies, either one. So I'm looking at this thinking that this could probably look cool. 10 Lords a Leaping. And all you have to do is, put it on there. So that is like the cone at its very simplest form. So easy, little kids could do this. You could personalize them. They could put their names on them, their initials on them. Really fun and easy. So I'm going to do one a little more advanced. So this is what I mean by like taking it to the next level. Where are my scallop scissors? So if you don't have punches, but you have some of these scallop scissors, or they come in like a multi-pack with 10,000 different edges on them, you can just cut your own edges. Ooh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way. And that's really easy too for kids. So let me just speed this up. We'll get this cut. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of a different fold on this one. And you can, as you can see, make your cones big or small. Actually, I think for this one I want a smaller cone, but I'm just going to show you the other technique really quick anyway. Go ahead and put your score tape on. And you want to get that tape all the way to the edge. I think I already said that, but it bears repeating. Because if you don't, like, the flap's going to hang over. It's going to be ugly. All right. So another method to do this, if you're not good at rolling your cones, is to just fold it over to where the tape is, peel the tape, and then fold it over. And then you can press it flat. Now what that does will generate a bigger cone like that. All right? But I think for this one that I'm going to doll up, I don't want the bigger cone, and I'll show you why. So again, I'm going to dummy fold it. I want this one kind of tight, and I'll show you why in a little bit. It'll all come to you. Okay, let's speed this up. You've seen this part, right? Okay, so I screwed up my bottom, so I just cut it a little. Again, like I said, don't even worry about it when that happens because it's so easy to hide. And when it's up on your tree, no one will even notice. So when I talk about taking this to the next level, you know, you can get out your inkers and you can do a little edge, you know, like that, like so. Make it look a little more vintagey. Let me go ahead and put my ties in here. So let me do that. Let's do that first. Okay, so now I have my ties on, and what I'm going to do, you guys are going to die, this is so cute, is I'm just going to stick a little bottle brush tree in there. Adorable. Okay, and once you like the way it looks, perfect, like that. What I do is I would go ahead and stuff this with some tissue paper to, you know, give myself a little bit of a better base. And then just kind of put my tree down in there. And if I wanted to glue it, I could. You know, you don't have to if it's staying in there good enough. You know. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and go over here and see what kind of goodies I have. I think this one might, oh yeah, that's going to look awesome. Let's just ink the edges a bit. Add a little pop of color in there. And then since this is our more advanced version, we can go ahead and bam, whip out the glue gun. But you know what? I feel like I want something behind this. Don't you? Yeah. I don't know. I need some more. What have I got on my desk? That's kind of curved though. Let's see. This one's a little flatter. You can see I was experimenting with flowers earlier. Let's, oh, we have some petaloo. These are the dahlias times 10s, tea stained dahlias. Oh, lovely. So I'm thinking, what are you thinking? You know what? I think I'm going to keep it kind of simple here. So let's just get some hot glue going. Put that on there. And of course, I just ran out of hot glue. Alrighty. Let's get our, I think this one's going to work. Really hot glue? There we go. This thing's fighting me today. You know, and it's really, hot glue guns are so inexpensive. I think these are like $2.99 at the craft store. So if you're having, you know, 6 or 8 friends over, you could just buy 2 of them to use. Alright, what do you guys think? I think that looks awesome. So adorable. Alright, I'm going to show you another one I made too. This one I used a sticker and some petaloo little holly sprigs. Aren't those adorable? Again, stuff that one with the paper cone. So I'm going to go add these sweet, quick, fun little ornaments to my tree. And we'll take some pictures for you. Alright, thanks for joining me today.